Oh, hi, it's Agnia. So, you're the idiots who still don't understand the story of running to Nether and chemicals. No wonder. This guy, TheBlueJerome, always makes everything so complicated. Well, don't worry. I'll explain it to you. So listen up. It started when my best friends Nero, Lila, Zach, and Igor performed a redstone experiment on me. This experiment went totally wrong, and a part of my DNA connected to the redstone's elixir. This gave me unimaginable powers. I accidentally injured my friends Nero and Lila when the experiment caused me to destroy the laboratory. I wanted to apologize for this act, but my friends were too afraid of what I had become, and they refused to see me at the time. Imagine losing all your friends in one fell swoop. Especially from Nero, I really didn't expect it. I had a lot of feelings for him, but after seeing Nero and Lila sitting on the cliff, I couldn't believe it. I felt betrayed. My feelings for Nero and my friendship with Lila developed into hatred and jealousy. My powers only spread fear and terror, although I was still the same person inside. I felt hurt and felt further and further into a deep hole, a depression. My thoughts only saw the negative. Jealousy possessed me and hatred increased in me. I accidentally discovered a huge cave where a sword was buried deep in redstone rock. Because of the redstone in my body, it almost attracted me magnetically, as if I had been destined for it. But there were other people in the cave who were also looking for this mighty sword. After pulling out the sword, I felt an unstoppable power flowing through my body. This power felt good, but it made me forget who I was. I lost myself in the power. I let out my anger, which had accumulated in me, all at once. By the power of my sword, I was able to resurrect my enemies. That's how I created an army with which I could forge my revenge plans. After a year, I made my way to Nero. But my plan was not only to seek revenge, I also heard that Nero had developed a new stone that could be the antidote for me, a blue stone. Nero knew I was coming and told his friends to prepare for my return. They built a flying ship with the latest technology, which could also act as my cure. During the flight, Lila noticed that Igor had disappeared and stole almost the entire supply of ender eyes from their chest. At the same time, Igor summoned the ender dragon. Now it was time for Nero and I to meet again. We both knew we'd have to do this thing in a one-on-one fight, but I knew that I would be superior to Nero with my abilities. However, our swords were equally strong, and this triggered a huge shockwave. It destroyed half of my army. While Nero and I were fighting, Lila defeated the rest of my squad, and I was on my own. But with my powers, I could have taken on everyone. However, this was not my main objective. When Nero lost his remote control for his glider, I grabbed it. Because in this controller, there was also some of the blue stone that could turn me back again. It worked. But shortly thereafter, the ender dragon attacked and targeted all of us. When I saw Nero so helpless, my feelings for him returned, and I chose to save him. I wanted to sacrifice myself to spare his life. When I fell down, I thought it was over. But Nero came to the rescue, and we now had a common opponent, the ender dragon. But my hatred and jealousy renewed when I saw Nero and Lila smiling at each other. I destroyed Nero's glider out of rage. I had hatred in my eyes again, and I let out my anger at everything that was near me. So I killed the ender dragon and fell with him into the depths. Lila was caught by the flames of the ender dragon and could not drop her explosives in time to save herself. At Lila's gravestone, Nero and Zach paid their respects. And since Lila was my friend once, and I was to blame for her death, I leave her my sword, the only thing I had at the time. Shortly after Nero and Zach left, Igor came and took the sword. He teleported himself to a spaceship and went into a chamber in which there was a cell. It turns out that he was not Igor at all, but Tristan, who uses his sword to transform himself to take on other appearances. Meanwhile, I found shelter in the shipwreck, where I mourned and regretted my actions. I was at the bottom of my life, but then someone unexpected reached out to me.